Hello, it's Anna and this is Atlas 101. In today's lesson, we are going to look into the data table of Atlas. So let's start by adding some data. So let's go to the plus button and let's upload a file. Let's bring some real estate data from Denmark. All right, let's upload it. So let's see, here we have some. We can zoom to fit so we see what we are working with. But then what we need to really see what we're working with is the data table. So you can access it from two places, either here on the three dots. Here you have data table, or if you have the layer enabled, it also opens here on the right side, the layer panel. And here you can also click to open the data table. So here we go. We have it first on the bottom as minimized, but we can also maximize it so that we can really see what we're working with. So here we have all kinds of different columns. It is a lot of different types of data because there are a lot of parameters when you're looking at property. All right. So first of all, what we can do is we can look a bit into the columns. You can have here, for example, text or numbers or different types. So for example, here we have images, and right now it is as a URL, but we might want to have it as real images. So we can go here to the column and edit column. And here the name is already quite descriptive, but we can then go to different types of columns. And here you can see you have number, Boolean, URL, and then you have image. And let's choose that one so that we can actually see the images. All right, we can also go and see where our rent is. Okay, it is right here. We can also edit this one because right now it's just a number. So we can, for example, choose currency. And because we are in Denmark, it is, of course, Danish crowns. So here. And then we can choose the format so that we have a very descriptive number. All right, now what we can do, it is completely mixed everything, so we can sort this. Let's, for example, have it descending so that we go from higher to lower rent, like this. All right, then what we can also do is add new fields. So if you want to have a new type of a column, to add new data, or just organize the data what you have right now, you can just have a column name and add different types of columns. Then we can filter the data. This is pretty important. So we can add another filter from here. For example, if we are looking at property, we might want to look into square meters, right? So we can, for example, have only apartments over 50 square meters, like this. Then we can have this as ascending so that we see what we're looking at. Another thing, when looking at property, you might want to choose a certain city where you want to live at. So here we can, for example, because we have a city column with already these parameters, then we can choose, for example, Copenhagen. And now we have only apartments in Copenhagen over 50 square meters. Let's see. There we go. What we can also do is we can zoom into a certain place from here. And there we go. This is our pop-up right now. And if you want to look at how many there is in your list right now, you can always have a look on the lowest row here, and that one is counting the values for you. So for example, right now we have limited our search into 252 properties in Copenhagen. Another cool thing here is that you can add this Boolean. So for example, if we are still looking at this property data now, we could, for example, choose if we have contacted the owner or the real estate agent of the apartment yet, so that we can choose here different spots like this. And then you can also filter based on these so that we can have is contacted, and then you can have it to show only the ones that we haven't yet, so that we know where to go forward. Then you can also do different types of search if you want to search for a certain type of place. For example, here, if it would be a certain area only, and so on. Then we can minimize the table and finally close it. This was all for today's lesson, and make sure that you watch the next one as well. I'll see you there.